Hey guys, I had something really tough happen today, and it brought up a conversation that maybe I thought I was more comfortable with than I actually realized that I was comfortable with, and that's the topic of grief. I do handle things quite well by just pushing forward in life and not really overthinking things and just kind of keep moving. As long as you keep the engine moving, eventually, me and the issue get far enough away from each other that the emotional attachment kind of separates. So, anyways, I was going through that today with my mother, actually, who has passed away 2 years ago. Which is probably better record timing than when my father passed away, because it took me 10 years to grieve his passing, but I eventually had a massive breakdown, all the tears, and that was 10 years later. So 2 years is definitely a better record, and that means that I'm obviously getting closer and more in tune with my emotional capacity and the understanding of releasing these built up emotions inside and actually crying. But anyway, today it actually came at the hand of last week. I had a bit of a meltdown when it came to a conversation about my mom, and it was about her things. And I brought some things home that, obviously, as we know, your people aren't things, but when somebody passes, we hold on to things because we hope that we can have that reminder and that connection with them. Um, and I didn't realize just kind of how tight I was holding on to some of her things. I only picked a few things, but anyway, there was some that I was holding on to because I didn't want her dream to pass, right? I didn't want her to go, or this vision or whichever. And anyways, what came out of it was that I had a breakdown, and then I had a breakthrough, which I can appreciate, with me understanding that I haven't really done the whole process of letting her go. And just so you know, I've had her ashes in my car, under my seat, in a bag. When I picked her up from the funeral home, I actually literally took her out of the bag, divided her into 4 piles and 7 vials, like little vials or whatever, for the siblings, and then also some close people in my mom's life. And when I was doing so, there was this beautiful song that came on, and I really felt like my mom was with me, and it was a really beautiful, memorable moment with the two of us. But anyway, since then, I've had this bag of her ashes just in this random little thing that I picked up from the thrift store that talked about friendship, and it was just underneath my seat. And I was ready last week. A friend of mine, Joy, had actually said, "Hey, are you ready to go and spread her?" And I was like, I think I am. And I was about ready to reach out to my siblings and get them all together and say, I need to release the portion of mom that I'm holding on to, and I'd like to do that with you. Anyways, I mentally prepared, got myself to this state of, okay, I'm ready to let go of some other things that I've been holding on to too, that I know I'm just holding on because I'm not right ready to let her go yet. So make a long story short, I know we're about 3 minutes in, but I know this is going to help somebody out there. So I know I'm not wasting my time, because grieving is tough. And I went into my car today to pull out her ashes, and they're gone. So somebody has taken my mom's ashes out of my car. I don't know who. I don't know where. I'm not sure if somebody thought maybe that package was something else. Maybe some homeless person thought maybe it was drugs. I have no idea. But anyway, my state of shock happened immediately, where I just protected all the emotions, and I was like, I don't know what's going to happen next. I don't know, whatever. And then I spoke with my husband, and then he asked if he should come home. And I said, I don't know what you would want, what you could do. I don't know what you could do to make this better right now. And then I had about this 7-minute window of this pain that just pulled up inside of me, kind of just coming together, and my tears just poured out of my face. This pain was just spewing out, and I felt it. I owned it. I accepted it. it was like going through the 7 days, like the stages of grieving, but then getting to acceptance after 7 minutes. It was like, okay, it's okay. It's okay. And I was okay. And all of that was released in that moment. And yeah, I don't know where you're at in your grieving stage. I do know that acknowledging it in a real way and choosing to let go begins that momentum within us that can sometimes let go of some of the most painful parts. And there was a lot of pain there, but I let it out, and it was only 7 minute window. Yeah, I miss her. I miss her massively. She was like the biggest visionary and like wall breaker that I'd ever met in my life. She knew and could see so much, that other people couldn't see. She never stopped at no. She always rose above. There's always a way to do anything. We casted dreams and visions that were larger than life together. And I appreciate her for that. And that's all still within me. I didn't lose her. I just lost the things, the things that are left here on earth, right? And anyway, that was really relieving. And so anyway, whoever stole her, I feel like it was kind of her saying like, hey, if you're not going to grieve, you're not going to let me go. I'm just going to stubbornly take out myself. And who knows? I don't want to overthink it, but the tears have stopped and that pain's no longer there. And I feel this push forward now. And I'm ready. It's like this wall just kind of broke down and said, it's okay now. It's okay now. That wall was imaginary. It maybe was protecting you, but it's okay to cry. It's okay to grieve, and it's okay to love, and it's okay to hold on to things, but choose to let go so that you can open the next chapter. So whoever needed to hear that message, I just feel like I'm going to throw it out there. And I love you all. I want us all to rise above and conquer anything that is holding us back. I have this one piece of paper, actually. It says, let go of whatever is holding you back. And it sits on my desk. And it's right. I think that's what I needed today. So I hope that somebody else needed that as well. Lots and lots and lots of love.